Welcome to another Field of Glory 2 Digital League Season 9 battle. This is Biblical Division A. In this one of a paired match, I'm facing off against Harvey LH. I have the Assyrians and he has the Babylonians with Median allies. So, let's take a look at the terrain and armies. It's very patchy. Lots of rough ground, not very good chariot country. What has he got? Massed archers, light archers, more massed archers, only 2 of these very useful Sparabara foot. Your bog standard light spear swordsmen, Assyrian style medium foot, hoplites, guards, okay light horse line, but they're all archers, which I don't think is point sufficient. And for cavalry, it's cavalry. Light spear and bow, or bow, and chariots if he wants them. It's a very flexible army. What have I got? Well, it's similar, but minus the sheer number of massed archers. So I think we will... I'm inclined to not stretch my line all the way across, but to concentrate on this hill. I'm afraid if I do that, he'll just pile everybody here, and in a shooting contest, I can't win, then I would have to charge uphill, so I think it's a terrible idea. I'm gonna choose my forces and deploy, and then I'll talk it through. Okay, so here's what we've gone with. I maxed out on infantry and got no additional cavalry, and got most of my lights. Why? Well, his army is very flexible. One possible build is massed archers, and if he gets a lot of those, combined with the rough ground and potentially enclosures, it's not good cavalry country. My horsemen will be disordered or shot up and disrupted before contact, in which they can bounce and then get fragged and broken. This infantry army is not as cheap as Mede spearmen or massed archers, but it's not horrifically expensive, and almost all of them except these guard foot can shoot back. So they can shoot cavalry, they can shoot archers, they can shoot skirmishers. The only difficulty could be really heavy infantry, but I don't think he's going to bring a lot of that along. If he does, I might need to adjust where these heavy foot are. Another danger would be if he brings lots of skirmishers. He could nibble at the edges if I'm not careful about my deployments, but I intend to be pretty careful and stay close to the infantry. Now, another potential danger is that he'll deploy very heavily on one of these 2 hills with a hard-hitting cavalry wing. If that happens, I'm just going to have to try my best to scramble and switch over as needed. But I did go with the straight across deployment because, once again, if he gets lots of archers and I'm deployed on one hill or the other, we could have a situation where we're staring across a valley and he would have a huge advantage in firepower because these 50% bow units, they're at actually about like 60 or 66% effectiveness at close range shooting, but at true 50% at long range. So I would have to close downhill. It would not be pretty. So we'll see what he's brought to the field. All right, let's see how he deployed and what he brought to the field. Alright, straightforward enough. We'll want to contest this forest. And we're going to shift left a bit so we don't get outflanked. And there might be more hiding behind this line of sight here. Great. Meet in the middle. Next turn. Eventually. Good. Not that that's of any consequence at all, but might as well enjoy the small things in life. This is interesting. Are we both content to just fight over here? That's the outer range of those massed archers. Get our guard foot forward. More mediums and more massed archers to the left. Take cover in the woods. Get ready to take cover in the woods. I'm kind of at a loss. How many units do I have over here? 4, 5, 6, 15 to 3. 13. Of course, number of units is an extremely approximate measure of strength, but we're not doing terribly, in other words. Good, that'll get them to get out of the way. And, well, since we're all just standing here, why don't we just shift one more over? Why not? Extend the line, extend the line. I'm afraid more is in there, so I don't think we're going to just rush forward like idiots yet. Keyword being yet, of course. Harvey says that hurt. I don't think I've ever had 3 light horse disrupted in the same turn. I mean, I don't know. I almost consider it a waste of ammunition. They're just going to run away and rally up. Right into the forest. It's unfortunate. We're going to have to turn our guards then so they don't just get zone of control locked against the woods. Or not. We might need them to act as a delaying force. Decisions, decisions. Could try to tip the scales on this, but I think I'd rather just start shooting. Alright, and what to do here? The ground would be useful for me if I were a little bit closer. Let's push. And the guards, turn them, join the fray. Now I feel like everyone's going to be late to the party here, unless we go check things out. Alright, now I have to decide what to do here. Let's harass the chariots. We're unlikely to get a disruption, but they are a threat. General up on there, they're gonna need it. Alright, you lose? Not yet. Next turn. Just as I said. There we go. And I assume there's more where that came from. Maybe more in the marsh, too. We'll see. Do we hold firm? No. Dude, you're killing me, man. Just, like, make your moves. I know it's not his fault that I can see them, but it's just really irritating. Okay, shield our chariots. These are heavies. Here, shove them off. Or just awkwardly sit there. Alright, anyone we can see in here? No, not yet. Very good. Good. Bit stretched here, but that's alright. How bad is that? Terrible. Very well. Quality should leave us fairly even against these hoplites at least. Okay. Now let's push. Good. Not quite. Here I am doing the undo now. Okay. No, we're not doing that. That's more like it. If I go here... Push. Ah, so slow with the guard foot. Too much terrain in the way. Half arc it then. Held firm. Do I want to move the command? I think I do, honestly. You guys are probably screwed anyway. Here, get in there. Alright, how do we feel? Mediocre. Bungled traffic jam mess here. A bit of a problem with the cavalry here. Next turn. Ah, I missed that. He's going to do it again to that unit next turn. I really fucked that up. Let's charge and maybe force an invasion. Then what? So they're pretty equal units, so fell back. This copse of trees is just wrecking my face. Now if I move these here, if this unit breaks right away, they'll have to take a check and they're raw. If I don't move them there, they're in the way. There's no winning, so I think I'm just going to take a gamble. Try to get these guards into action eventually. But missing that flank really fucked me up, because that's 2 units I pretty much gave away for free. Okay, so we have 3 to 3, kind of. Alright, no one's chilling in there. Let's move. That I like. That I like. Alright, we'll probably need a command here. Oh no, I did it again. They're gonna charge and then they're gonna flank. I've just been doing stupid micro mistakes. Is there anything I can do to prevent it? Not really. I can general up here to hope that they hold, but ugh. Alright, let's see just how bad this is. I've set myself up nicely for him to flank me in 2 areas. The question is, how bad will the following cohesion checks be? Double drop to broken, held firm, and then double drop to frag. Does he go for the flank here? Yep, and he blocked in his archers with his own lights so that he can flank the guard foot. Otherwise, they might have fallen back on impact. When we double drop to broken, and at least we held firm. Interesting. Wonder how long that'll help us. Okay, so we need to see, well, we can try to resolve these melees first. Alright, we need to see how bad this is. bad. I'm gonna protect against a flank, for whatever that's worth. Okay. Then we set up for a flank next turn, so he has to try to block that with a disrupted unit that'll hopefully remain disrupted. Alright, it's downhill we go. Here I need to either charge to break up these zones of control, or shoot and invite a flank attack. Think about that. Good. I prefer to shoot. We're just sitting here staring at each other. We're going to need to break this lock with the charge and then charge with our guard foot, I think, next turn. In fact, that's what I should have done this turn. Next turn. Yeah, I think I had a pretty good macro idea of what to do in this game, and I just fucked up all the micro over here and sold myself short. But lesson learned, be careful about advancing even when you feel pressured by lots of firepower. Well done. Alright. Well, let's move up right next to them. When they break, they'll probably infect the other raw unit with panic. firm. Why not? Too far. Okay. Get these lights around. Least of arrows. Maybe we should just join and put some pressure on. Huh, both are bad. That's okay, should cover us briefly. Alright, at least we get this flank attack off. Charge. I was hoping to prevent that flank attack in turn, but no dice. Get out of there. Take cover in the woods. Alright, we're headed for another swift defeat against Harvey. That's 2 out of 3 so far. So, maybe I'll have to be more careful around him next season. Next turn. Going all in on that. Well, we should bounce that at least. They frag. Yeah, that's a problem. Held firm. Alright, if they come back to steady, they'll be of some use. Who just rallied? Excellent. Excellent! Okay. I still think we're screwed, but now we can at least do something on our way out. Do I charge here, so I can free them up to charge? Or do I resolve this terrible melee first? It's all bad. Well, get in there. You are gonna have to endure an arrow storm first. Lock in the guards for one more turn. We can't because we're not maneuverable or fragged. Well, try to cover the retreat. Heavy foot losing to protected medium foot. Way to go, guys. Okay. About time. Wheel. Wheel. Normally I don't waste arrows like this, but I don't think we're going to have time to use our ammunition anyway. A mess, alright. And we should auto brake here. Yep, we're off. Hell with it, go in. Okay, guys. Well, let's see. Ah, they fell back into the rough. Yeah, I'll get into it more at the end, but I think this is a battle where I had a perfectly respectable plan, and I just threw it away with bad micro. Next turn. Ah, finally. That was lucky. Not that it's going to matter. Let's see if that helps at all. Ooh, hello. We're quasi back in the game. Take cover deeper in. Fend them off. What to do? We're close to auto brake. Do we rush them? Yeah. Go die somewhere far away so that they have to be far away. Gotta do it to cover the flank. For one turn at least. Really? 30% chance to win. These guys are fucked. Alright, whatever. Getting a GG if it's the last turn. was hoping they would hold at disrupted, which they did. Oh, an auto break to 40. Here we go. You know, I have to admit, this was extremely frustrating. I don't mind losing. I lose all the time. All the time I lose. But I do mind losing because I was just stupid and didn't think through my moves and then suffered an immediate loss at the start and just never came back from it. Now, I don't want to take agency away from Harvey. He's a very good player, and it takes a good player to properly exploit those sorts of situations, but I'm just really irritated with myself for presenting them so early on. If I just been a little bit more careful about my moves here and here, it's not that I necessarily would have won, but I would have felt less frustrated by the loss. But, you know, lesson learned. Don't do stupid shit at the start of the game. Don't play when you're really tired. And, you know, maybe next time. But so it goes, and, you know, the only way to not make mistakes is to make mistakes, and sure made some mistakes here. So very well done to Harvey, as always, and till next time.